Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. So currently we are reading the Sri īšopanīšad and we are still on the mantra 2, okay? So let's start our session by offering prayers, then followed by the 2 minutes with the Prabhupada. Then we will recite the invocation and mantra 1 and then we will move towards the purport, okay? ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण श्री ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांच। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्गायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। So daily we should hear the Prabhupada. So I'm just assisting you little.
Guru cannot be a conditioned soul. Guru must be liberated. Because without complete knowledge of Krishna, without being freed from the contamination of the three modes of materialness, one cannot understand Krishna on account of his being engrossed with these three material modes of nature. Krishna says, one who understands me rightly, he becomes immediately free. Sakta deham punarjanmai. Just as we are changing our dress and our different bodies every moment, the Krishna says, Sakta deham.
So Hare Krishna, so we can see na. Guru is not someone who is a material. Even it is an offense to the Guru. This is Guru of Wrath. By saying yes, Guru belong to this human, they are also conditioned soul. No, actually they are a representative of Krishna. So when we fall in a water, someone who is outside the water can take us on the ground. Na? So similarly, yes, Guru is not in this material world. You may see that he is also doing the same activities, he is having the same body. No, but actually he is a transcendental and he's in a transcendental plane. Okay, he is not similar. So we can yes, so it is yes, it is aparad by we seen in a nectar of instruction by seeing the bodily features and by seeing the Guru at a material plane. Okay.
Why? They simply love Krishna. Their love is unending. Everyone in Vrindavan, they say Jasodama, Nanda Maharaj, they are in paternal affection with Krishna. So, the father and mother love Krishna The friends love Krishna. The girlfriends, they love Krishna. The trees love Krishna. The water love Krishna. The flower, the cows, the calves, everyone loves Krishna. That is Vrindavan.
Hare Krishna. So we can see na, okay, like Vrindavan means like whatever activities we are doing, like we are loving Krishna, or like we are doing everything out of love for Krishna. Okay, we are following four regulative principles because I love Krishna. I'm serving Krishna. I'm attending Mangalarti because I love Krishna. I don't want anything in exchange of this. Okay, this is the Krishna consciousness, na, like. We will see in our book reading club also, like gyanis, they do the work out of detachment, but like devotees, they do like whatever activities they are doing out of love. Okay, so like Hare Krishna, who wants to recite the verses, like only like a invocation we will recite 3 times, and mantra one 3 times, otherwise we are not able to finish our target.
Yes.
Yes, who wants to read recite the invocation?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Nikta Mata. Yes, Vinod Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Invocation. Om Purnada Purnaidam Purnat Purnam Uddachate Purnasya Purnam Adhyaya Purnam Iva Vishyashyate.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Nikta Mataji.
Hare Krishna to all. Om Purnam Ada Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Iva Vasishyate.
Hare Bol. Hare Bol. Yes, Muttamanukam Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी ओम पूर्णम मदः पूर्णम इदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णम् आदाय पूर्णम् एवावशिष्यते.
Very well, Prabhuji. So yes, in invocation we can see that yes, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the perfect and complete. And just because he is a completely perfect, then all the animation from him, like this phenomenal material world, like it is also equipped with the whole world. So we can see the examples. Okay? Krishna has produced this material world. Krishna also produced this animal and living entities. And Krishna, created such machines that can like create the further machines similar to them. Okay, we can see our children's, like they are not too much dependent on the us na, like they are independent, and they also can give rise to their children. So like yes, they are everything is a complete wholes. Okay, and yes, mantra one. Yes, Sarita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्चा जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृदा कस्य स्विद्धनम्. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Vamshadhar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, all dear devotees. Hare Krishna. ईशावास्यम idam sarvam yatkinchya jagatyam jagattena taktena bhunjita magridha kasya svidhanam.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Gunishri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मां गृदा कस्य स्विद्धनम्. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol Mataji. Yes, Deepti Sahu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji Dandat Pranam. ईशवास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम्.
Hare Bol Mataji. So yes, in a mantra one, like we come to know that like everything animate, inanimate, everything living and living and non-living within this universe is a control and owned by the Lord. Okay, so we are not a controller, we are not an owner. Krishna is a controller and owner. So one should be therefore accept only those things and necessary for himself and which are set aside to his quota, and one should not accept the other things, knowing well to whom they belong. Okay, so yes, everything belongs to Krishna, so we should engage everything in a Krishna's service. But what is in our quota? So whatever whatever partner we are getting, he or she is in our quota, so we don't have to look outside. And whatever a salary we are having, okay, we should be satisfied with them. We don't have to look outside and become envious of the people. Okay, he's having a lot of he's having this package, that package. No, if you are whatever you are getting, it's according to your quota. And also na you know like uh so everything belongs to Krishna, so it doesn't mean that we can go in other farms, we can bring the flowers and we can bring the fruits from them. No, it is not in our quota. Okay, whatever is available in our quota, we have to offer it to Krishna, and then we have to accept it as a prasadam, either food or either wealth or either even the family members, everything. Okay, so we have to offer only which is in our quota. And if someone has the flowers or something or fruits, then we have to ask them if they give the permission, so then we can pluck the fruits and flowers and then we can offer. Otherwise it is a stealing, and when we steal there is a sin. Okay, so we need to be very careful. Otherwise now we will think now Isha Vasam, everything belongs to Krishna, then we can take everything and we can offer. No, you have to offer what is in your quota. Okay, you cannot you cannot steal someone's salary and you can offer it in Krishna's service. No, you can offer your salary because it is in your quota. Okay, so now we can move us to the third. Okay, so yesterday we seen the two paragraphs, is it, for the mantra 2? So yes, we come to know that every okay, so one may aspire to live for hundreds of years if he continuously goes on working in that way, for the sort of a work will not bind him to the laws of a karma, and there is no alternative way for this man. So yes, yes, by doing this, doing this means by following Isha Vasam Idam Sarvam principle, everything belongs to Krishna. So whatever is in my quota, I have to offer it to Krishna. So when by doing this, he can live, he can aspire to live for hundreds of years, and he is not get bind to the karma. Okay, so yes, in first paragraph we see that everyone wants to live, no one wants to die. That's the reason people are going to a lot of treatment, people are improving lifestyle, people are taking supplements, they are doing the exercise. There are a lot of research how to increase the long life, for what? So that they can do the more sense gratification, and ultimately they have to die. Okay, so yes, we have this tendency because the by nature we are eternal. Due to this due to the bondage to this material existence, we have to change our body, and this is not our true nature. Okay, and the changing of the body over and over, this is known as the transmigration of a soul, and this is due to the or also called as the karma bandhana. Okay, whatever material desires we are having, according to that, the Brahmaji and these laws of nature give us the another body. So as we discuss in this Bhagavad Gita, a 5-minute Bhagavad Gita before session, you can also join at a 6:25. Okay, before that, from the 6:15, we chant one round with a Prabhupada, and after that, for the 5 minutes, we read the Bhagavad Gita. So here, there we discuss now the Paramatma sit in our heart, and he notates everything. He note everything, and he gives the permission for that. Na? So okay, when we have the material desires, Paramatma is seated there with a notebook and diary. He write down, okay, he wants to eat the gulab jamun, or he wants to go in a Paris. So Paramatma note down. And then for that, if you want to buy something, you need money. Okay, you need a currency. Then Paramatma assist us or guide us to do more pious activity to earn the currency. And when we have the a good currency, good circumstances, then Paramatma said, okay, now you can go to the Paris, or now you can eat this. So Paramatma notes everything. So we should pray to Krishna that Oh Krishna, in a Paramatma form, whatever material desires you noted, please clear all that pages. And like I now, like I have that desires out of ignorance, okay? But I come to know I'm your servant, and my only duty is to serve you. So please, like remove, like you have remembered a lot of desire, material desires of me. Please, please forget all these things, okay? Or please, I don't want to pursue this material desires anymore, okay? Because they are the reason for our bondage, okay? But to fulfill that desire, we have to again take a birth. You know, like when you practice like spirituality very nicely, but at the end of life, like when you have the one desire, okay, let me eat a pani puri. For that one pani puri, you have to again you have to take a birth. So we have to be very careful. We should remember Krishna, and for that we have to practice, okay? So yes, one have to do the prescribed duties. So like when uh, you know we also see the karma, akarma, and vikarma, na? So yes, so in human form of our life, we get the opportunity to get out of this suffering. And like we can divide the society according to this. There are vikarmis. Vikarmis are like those who don't follow the shastras, okay? And like shraddha means, like shraddha is not being like okay, we have the shraddha in a god, or we have shraddha in this babaji. Shraddha can have to anyone, la, to the babajis, to the matajis, to the trees, to the stone. Everywhere we can have shraddha. Devotees and the bhaktas are who have the shraddha in the shastras, okay? So we must read the shastras, Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada books. So yes, there are vikarmis who don't follow the shastras, and they act whimsically. They don't follow the orders of shastras and Krishna. And there are karmis who follow the orders of orders of a shastra. But what's the problem with the karmis are not going to get liberated. Why? Because they think that they are an enjoyer, and they think that they are a proprietors. And in this attitude, how they can become a liberated, okay? So when these karmis get the association of a gyanis, then they get some knowledge, and they start doing then this nishkam karma. Nishkam karma means they are not attached to the results. Whatever results are there, they offer it to the Lord, okay? And they are offer it to Lord out of detachment, okay? Okay, these results are going to bind me in this material world, and I will be suffer, so let me offer this. They are offering out of detachment. Example, we can take in our home there is a fan. Like we are not using that fan, and it is it is staying there for 3-4 years. uh, 3-4 years in a corner of home. So we give that fan to one brahmachari. So we are giving that fan out of detachment now, because that is not useful for me, and it will bind me somewhere like this. So we are that fan is given out of detachment, so in detachment, okay, this gyanis offer the results out of detachment, okay? Because they think that they by accepting this result, they will bind to this material nature, okay? And what is the end result of this doing the gyan yoga? That they come to know, I'm not this body, I am the soul, okay? This is the final conclusion they got, okay? And karmis can also come in a contact of a devotee. So we are so fortunate, really, we come in a contact with the devotees like a Srila Prabhupada. It's all his mercy. And yes, so yes, when the karmis come in association of a devotees, association of a sadhu, then they can practice a bhakti. And in a bhakti, they are offering the results not out of detachment, they are offering results out of love, okay? We also seen in a short, na, that's why I find that short, okay, in Vrindavana everyone is rendering service to Krishna, because they love Krishna. Out of love they are doing, okay? So bhakta, like gyanis also give the results, but they give the results out of detachment, and the bhaktas also give results but out of love, okay? So and by serving in this way, by the love, they come to know, okay, I am a servant of Krishna, and Like when one comes to know I'm a servant of Krishna, then manmana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji ma namaskuru mame aishasi satyam te prati jane priyosimi. So when they come to know, yes, they are the servant, then they start serving Krishna. And 24/7, they are remembering Krishna and working for Krishna. Okay, and it's about the internal change. It's not external. Okay, I apply the kanthi, I wear the sari, or I wear the dhoti kurta, and I wear the tilak kanthi. You don't become a devotee. Okay, devotee means like there should be internal change, like inside, like even in a even in a like a Bhagavad Gita na, like the Arjuna is the same on a battlefield, but his there is an internal change. Okay, his intention changes. Firstly, he was on a bodily consciousness. Oh, this is my grandfather, this is my this and that. And but when he comes to the like Krishna consciousness, okay, I have to fight, because this will satisfy Krishna. So yes, so yeah, yes, then we come to the platform that we start working. It's about our intentions. I'm cooking for Krishna. I'm working for Krishna. Okay, so and also we can see we have to perform our activities. We have to do our prescribed duties. Why? Because to set an example. Yad yad achariti shrestha. When we set the example, then other people will follow. Okay, so yes, we have learned about this. So yes, this is about the karma vikarma. And this, yes, Prabhupada says that even the good and bad karma will equally bind us to the material. Uh, okay, okay, Mataji, I will take care. So yes, Prabhupada says that okay, yes, both a good and bad karma will equally bind us to the material misery. So we can by do pious activities also, we can go to the Brahmaloka, and then we again fall in this material world. Okay, so I think we have to start from the instruction. Na? Yes, Sharmila Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The instructions of Sri īšopanīšad are more elaborately explained in the Bhagavad Gita, sometimes called the Gītopanīšad, the cream of all the Upanishads. In the Bhagavad Gita 3.9 to 16, the personality of Godhead says that one cannot attain the state of Naishkarmya or Akarma without executing the prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedic literature. This literature can regulate the working energy of a human being in such a way that he can gradually realize the authority of the Supreme Being. When he realizes the authority of the personality of Godhead, Vasudeva or Krishna, it is to be understood that he has attained the stage of positive knowledge. In this purified stage, the modes of nature, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance, cannot act, and he is able to work on the basis of Naishkarmya. Such work does not bind one to the cycle of birth and death. Factually, no one has to do anything more than render devotional service to the Lord. However, in the lower stages of life, one cannot immediately adopt the activities of devotional service, nor can one completely stop fruitive work. A conditioned soul is accustomed to working for sense gratification, for his own selfish interest, immediate or extended. An ordinary man works for his own sense enjoyment, and when this principle of sense enjoyment is extended to include his society, nation, or humanity in general, it assumes various attractive names such as altruism, socialism, communism, nationalism, and humanitarianism. These isms are certainly very attractive forms of karma bandhana, karmic bondage. But the Vedic instruction of Sri īšopanīšad is that if one actually wants to live for any of the above isms, he should make them God centered. There is no harm in becoming a family man or an altruist, a socialist, a communist, a nationalist, or a humanitarian, provided that one executes his activities in relation with Ishavasya, the God centered conception. In the Bhagavad Gita 2.40, Lord Krishna states that God centered activities are so valuable that just a few of them can save a person from the greatest danger. The greatest danger of life is the danger of gliding down again into the evolutionary cycle of birth and death among the 84 lakh species. If somehow or other a man misses the spiritual opportunity afforded by his human form of life and falls down again into the evolutionary cycle, he must be considered most unfortunate. Due to his defective senses, a foolish man cannot see that this is happening. Consequently, Sri Īšopanişad advises us to exert our energy in the spirit of Ishavasya. Being so engaged, we may wish to live for many, many years. Otherwise, a long life in itself has no value. A tree lives for hundreds and hundreds of years, but there is no point in living a long time like trees, or breathing like bellows, or begetting children like hogs and dogs, or eating like camels. A humble, God centered life is more valuable than a colossal hoax of a life dedicated to godless altruism or socialism. When altruistic activities are executed in the spirit of Sri Ishopanishad, they become a form of karma yoga. Such activities are recommended in the Bhagavad Gita 18.5 to 9, for they guarantee their executor protection from the danger of sliding down into the evolutionary process of birth and death. Even though such God centered activities may be half finished, they are still good for the executor because they will guarantee him a human form in his next birth. In this way, one can have another chance to improve his position on the path of liberation. How can one execute God centered activities? Is elaborately explained in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami. We have rendered this book into English as a nectar of devotion. We recommend this valuable book to all who are interested in performing their activities in the spirit of Sri Ishopanishad. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes, so like yeah, we come to know that yes, we have to do the karma, and why we have to do the karma. Then when we keep doing the karma, then we will come to know, yes, someone is greater than greater than me, and like one who is supplying me. Then they start doing the nishkam karma yoga. So that when they come to the platform of a nishkam karma yoga, the work doesn't bind them, because like either they come in a contact with the gyanis, they give the results out of detachment, and when they come to the come in a contact with these bhaktas, devotees, they give up the results out of love for Krishna. Okay, so Prabhupada also further says that to get liberation from the cycle of a birth and death, we don't have to do anything than rendering service, devotional service to the Lord, and that to the loving and unalloyed loving devotional service to the Lord. Okay, and yes, it is not possible to in starting to completely give up and stop all the fruitive activities and completely give up the sense gratification. So because it is very hard to give up the selfish interest, and selfish interest, it may be for the self, and there can be extended sense gratification. What is extended sense gratification? That all kinds of socialism, the communism, nationalism, so all this ism, they are nothing but they are this extended sense gratification. Okay, because yes, we are the servant, and our duty is to serve Krishna, not this bodily senses, and not this nation and all. Okay, yes, all are our our brothers and sisters. So yes, we should pre-reach them a Krishna consciousness. Okay, so yes, this is look very attractive, but they bind us in this cycle of birth and death. So there is Prabhupada says, yes, you can do all of these activities. Yes, you can stay in a grahastha life, you can live as a sannyasi, you can live as a brahmacharya, you can do the social activities, you can engage yourself in a government job also, you can do everything. But there should be center, should be everything should be centered around the Krishna, everything should be centered around the Lord. Okay, so Prabhupada says, there is no harm doing all of these things until and unless Krishna is the center of everything. Okay, so we have to perform our activities in a Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam principle. Okay, God center conception. So by keeping our activities God center, Prabhupada says that the person can be saved from the greatest danger. And what is the greatest danger? To again gliding down to the 84 lakh species of this evolutionary cycle. So we can see that only the out of 84, there are only the 4 lakh species of the human beings. Okay, And they are they are according to the combination of different gunas and karmas. Okay. So yes, this human form is very rare, and when we do it use this human form for a sense gratification again, then we will fall in the cycle of birth and death. Then Prabhupada also says that there is no use of living for a long time. Trees also live for a long time, and there is no use of a sense gratification, and producing the childrens like a hogs and dogs, and and the eating like a camels. Camels, we seen the example now, he eat the branch of a thorn, and he's literally drinking his own blood, and he thinks that he's enjoying, but he's harming himself. So similarly, this sense gratification will bind us, and the performing activities and serving Krishna can liberate us from this cycle of a birth and death. And this is the aim of human life, to render the transcendental loving unalloyed devotional service to Krishna. Okay. So by performing bhakti, we can protect us from the again sliding down to the cycle of a birth and death on in this evolutionary process. And yes, and how we have to perform this god center activities, it is expressed in the nectar of instruction, the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami. There are 84 limbs of a sadhana bhakti, and then sadhana bhakti, then Vaidhi bhakti. There are and there are more description is there. You can, in starting we can read the 19 chapters, and when you are doing your bhakti shastri, then this 19 chapters will be covered there. Okay. So I think today we can end here. So whatever points you like the most, you can note it down and try to apply in your life. So from the reading last 2 to 3, I think 64 na 64. Okay, I can check. I have nectar of devotion here only. It's 64, I think. Yes, 44 are general.
Yes, Mataji, it's 64.
Yes, it's 64. Yes, they are so good. You can open the page number 59, and you can 59 to 63. Only 3-4 pages. You come to know what are these limbs. They are 64. Okay. I always keep the book handy, so whenever I get time, I can read. Okay. So yes, today we can end here, and yes, as usual, you don't have to waste your 4 or 5 minute time. Whatever time you get, keep the small book copy with you inside your purse, inside your car. So when you are stuck in a traffic, you can open the book and you can read for the, even if you read the one line, that is enough. Okay. So Hare Krishna everyone, happy Krishna conscious day. From tomorrow we will start the shloka 3. Okay. Sorry, mantra 3. Hare Krishna. Happy Krishna conscious day.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much.
Hare Krishna.
Happy Krishna
Hare
for you.
Krishna to everyone. Happy Krishna
Hare
conscious
Krishna. Hare
day.
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
conscious
everyone.
day.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, you
Yeah,
want to say
Prabhuji,
something?
I have to ask one thing. Mataji, in Bhakti Vaibhav, level 6, Mataji, are you doing?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji, there is one Krishna's expense, and there is one PDF. Rasa Sarangi Mataji told, she told to everyone, I will share this PDF to you. That was the third chapter, first part, Mataji. That session
Okay.
was expansion of
Prabhuji,
Lord
I'm
Krishna's
currently in
PDF.
first canto, but I
Yeah,
will
first
try to
canto,
help you.
third chapter. So she
Okay.
was explaining about Krishna's expansions, in different expansion and
Yes.
different. Yeah. So
Yes.
that PDF, Mataji, you have?
I don't have. Because currently we are giving the examinations, Loka exam and written exam for chapter 2. After that, Mataji will share when our chapter 3. But I will share if you want. I will ask Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. So that
Yeah.
was PDF, Mataji, from Krishna to Karno Daksha Vishnu
Okay. You want
expansion.
Goloka chart? You want
Yeah,
Goloka chart?
Goloka chart, exactly.
Yes. Yes, I will give you. I will
Yeah.
give you. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.